Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here, welcome back to another SINoALICE video. Okay, so this is going to be the continuation of the video that I did maybe like my second video of SINoALICE, where I said 5 mistakes that you should avoid doing as a beginner. Alright, so in that, those 5 things I think are very important. So if you guys have not yet watched that video, I'll link it in the description below. But in this video, we're going to talk about additional 5 things that not necessarily are mistakes, but more like things that can help you progress faster. So I do think this is going to be a huge one. Okay, so first things first, I want to start off with this because I think it's very important, is your inventory space. Okay, so you might have seen, you will have a lot of this inventory space, and when you try to claim all, sometimes it will say stuff like you cannot claim, inventory slots full, do you want to increase it, and then you get carried over right here. So notice there are 4 different inventory slots. Alright, it's all in different category. So there are weapon inventory slots, armor inventory slots, nightmare inventory slots, and lastly the miscellaneous inventory slots. And usually it only takes one of these to be full to hinder the rest of it to be accepting in new items. So in this case, you can see the weapon inventory slots, armor, nightmare, I still have some space left. But what is hindering me from reclaiming or getting more of those gifts from my inbox is the miscellaneous inventory slots. That one is full. Alright, you can see 130 out of 130. So usually you will go here to purchase more, right? So in my case, I'm going to show you guys might have this, plenty of this as well. Alright, you want to go to your upgrade and sell right here, and then you can see all of this. Go to view sell, so that way you can access your weapon, armor, nightmare, and miscellaneous. That is where you want to basically clear some of these gold bags. Alright, so these gold bags, what they do, you will have plenty of this like I do. So these things, alright, let me just tap and hold. You need to sell this for a small amount of gold. So this thing will be mostly the items that's hogging up your inventory space. Alright, so you might constantly try to upgrade your inventory space, and you'll find out, okay, what the heck, why am I still full? Like, what is taking space? Now, if you don't come here and look, you might not know that this thing, you have plenty of this. I don't know how do you get this. I think the pre-registration give you some, and sometimes in the basic stages, the story stages and stuff, you do get some of this as the drops, right? So make sure you guys sell all of this. This one to sell for a small amount of gold. If you click on this, you get 2,000 gold. The A rank will give you 6,000. Okay, yeah, the S will give you 30,000 gold. So the S one will give you plenty of gold. So make sure you guys come here and sell it. Okay, so next tip that I have for you guys is to go to the menu. Alright, I think most of you might have already done this because the game has launched for over a week. But if you are still new, okay, if you go to the items, there are some things that you can use, which are primarily the books. Alright, so you will have a thing called Book of Opportunity. You will have also Book of Destruction. So what does this do? This will give you mastery points to your account, so you can use them. So I would recommend just use this ASAP. Alright, if I use all 12 of this, so this thing gives me like 5,000 mastery class. If I use all of this, I will get a lot of mastery points. Alright, and then you can go here for the last one, Book of Destruction. So I don't think there's any point in keeping any of this. So if I'm not mistaken, this is part of the pre-registration rewards. I could be wrong, but once you have those, if anytime you have any books, just use those, because when you go to upgrade class, you'll be using those. So now you can see I have 97,000 mastery points. So yeah, I can power up as many as I can. I'm going to power up her twice just to get the HP and physical defense. So that will definitely help you significantly. Alright, you will be able to progress much faster and getting much higher power level in your account as well. Okay, so next up, you should be using the item. Alright, there will be an item that you can buy as well. So this one is something that I hope most of you are aware of. If you go to the shop right here, right, you can buy in the item section. There are some vials that you can buy. Alright, so there's a double drop vial, there's a gold vial, there's an EXP vial. Alright, so you want to use the double drop vial once you have your AP stacked up, where you can farm from the guerrilla events. Alright, so guerrilla events, for those of you who are not aware, are basically events that occur in a few sessions every day for 30 minutes. Like right now. Oh, I didn't know there's a guerrilla event right now. Alright, so you can see Squirming Darkness. So usually you can farm for either weapon upgrade materials, or armor upgrade materials. So if you guys are not aware what time will the Guerrilla events be available for you, I'll have a link in the description below that will point out to you what time it will be available at for your time zone. So the double EXP drop vials is best to be used right here. So to use them, you want to go to the item. I mean, you can also use them right here if I'm not mistaken. You can use them in the top right there, use item. Alright, so you can choose. You can choose between the vials. So let's see. Yeah, it's called drop vials. I do not have them anymore. Okay, so but I do have a gold vial and I do have an EXP vial. So I will only use gold vial when I'm farming gold, and of course I will only use EXP vial in this story. So this will help me to get double boost for the EXP. But the drop vial, you should only use it right here when you are trying to farm for Guerrilla weapons or Guerrilla armor, whichever you prefer. And this ties into our next tip. Okay, so whenever you have spare AP, you should always be farming something. I know it's kind of obvious, but it's quite easy to basically stack a bunch of APs, especially in this game. The recharge rate is quite fast as well. So make sure you guys, you either farm for Guerrilla weapons. It's all about trying to plan ahead. And there are always some things that you can always farm. Alright, if you don't need weapon upgrade materials, you can always farm for armor upgrade materials. And if you don't need any upgrade materials, you can always farm for nightmare. You can farm for nightmare in chapter 5. You can also always try to farm for gold as well, which will open at a certain time of the week. So make sure you guys check the link in the description below. It will list down everything for you. So always take advantage of your AP, alright? Okay, so one more useful tip for you is you can always set whatever notifications you want. This is very important, especially if you're playing on the phone, alright? So maybe on emulator not as much. So you can go to the options right here, right? So especially for the Guerrilla events, I usually enable this one as well. So I disabled that just to show you guys. So notifications during Guerrilla events, alright? Purification depending if you want it. Events depending, some of the events are quite useful to have the notifications. I don't think this matters to me because I'm a free to play. But yeah, Colosseum battle times, Guerrilla events, and AP full and purification, I think this is one of the notifications that can help you for sure. Alright, this is something that I do think that might be able to help some of you guys out because not many players come to the settings here and mess with it. Okay, and last but not least, okay, so if you go to the particular story mode, right, there's a co-op settings that you can change. Co-op battle settings. So this is pretty good. It allows you to select either anyone, alright, meaning that you can partner with everyone, or you can only partner with selected friends. So if you have strong friends, you can always partner with them to be able to help you tackle the harder contents. Alright, this is going to be beneficial for sure if you have strong friends. Alright, if you press only friends and guild members, then it will still select randomly within your friends list, or only guild members, right? But only selected friends, this will allow you to choose. You can select a friend right here. Alright, so you can choose like who do you want to always pair with in battle. For example, 60,000, so this guy is a bit low, I'm going to bring this guy in. Alright, so rank 86. So I have a couple of rank 80, rank 75 players. So these are strong players. So they will be able to carry me in the difficult battles especially, right? So if you select these 3 players, you will always get them in your party, right? So because they are strong, they have high power, alright? Not just rank, you want to look at the power, the points, so they can help you, especially once you reach, it might still be easy depending on where you are, but once you progress the story far enough, even in this first chapter, like this one is still quite easy. Once you reach chapter 5, maybe it gets a little bit hard, alright? Some of these later ones are quite hard. So you can see I only managed to beat that on clear. Maybe I'll try that again, but definitely it gets harder. So of course once you finish the crossover tale, then you can progress to the next act, which is called the Act of Hatred. Alright, so this one obviously you have a new chapter, there's plenty more story that you can play. So yeah, make sure you guys take advantage of the strong friends that you have. That way you will be able to use them in battle as well. And with that being said, I'm gonna end the video here. Thanks a lot for watching. Alright, so if you're new here, subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and if you guys have any additional tips that you want to share, feel free to do so in the comment section below. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.